Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. About a year and a half ago, I called a small Catholic college in a neighboring town and asked the librarian if they had any discarded books for sale. That led to an invitation to a fifth-floor storeroom where I spent hours going over shelf after shelf of musty old religious books, science books, history books. It was so much fun, and I made a ton of money off that buy. Well, I kept in contact with the librarian, and last week she emailed me to tell me they were having a library sale, and she wanted to give me a personal invitation. So my first lesson for you guys is make relationships. You know, I could have just looked at that as a one-time incident, but because I made a friendship with the librarian, that college is now a recurring source of income for me. Now, let me show you the books that I got. I know I tell you guys all the time to just ignore fiction books, but that's not entirely true. I don't scan every fiction book at a book sale, but I grab the ones that catch my eye. This one caught my eye because the dust jacket's in fairly decent shape, and from the font and the colors, it looked pretty old. It's actually from 1962, so it's not as old as I thought, but it did rank pretty well, and there's no FBA sellers. Another thing that should always catch your eye is first editions. This is a 1942 John Steinbeck first edition. I will be able to list that in collectible condition and raise my price. I also look at poetry books. Poetry books by little-known poets actually sell for a pretty good dollar. This is a very pretty floral print from 1909, Poetical Works of Cowper. This is a 6-volume set, complete works of Robert Burns. I will list this as a whole set on eBay. That should bring a nice return. Of course, since this is a Catholic college, they have a lot of religious books. There's some smaller niche stuff in here too, like Jesuits and Dominicans and Carmelites. The smaller niche stuff will bring you higher dollar. Always keep your eye out for that kind of stuff. Here's a bunch of political books, sociology titles, race relations. This is a college, so they've got a lot of intellectual stuff going on, you know. Histories, biographies, some really fun stuff here. This I thought was really cool. This is printed from 1942, and it's got an ad for war bonds on the back. How much fun is that? I thought that was really cool. Got some life science books here, biology and what have you. School has a good medical program, so they've got some medical books. You'll see a lot of reference books as you look at book sales. Make sure that when you're scanning them that you're looking at the right edition. Tabors, I've sold 3 or 4 different editions of these, and they actually have a different ISBN if it has a thumb index or not. So always make sure you're looking up the right edition while you're scanning. These are pretty cool too. Collection of medical illustrations. This one, Volume 1, is ranked 140,000, no FBA. And Volume 2 is ranked 700,000 and FBA about $35, and there's 2 copies of that one here. Got a bunch of economics and business books. Got some sociology and self-help books. These are pretty cool. These are ranked about 600,000, and I can sell these for $65 a piece. And this I thought was really interesting. This is a 1971 Stephen Covey book. This is 18 years before he wrote 7 Habits and became a superstar, and it's signed. I got really excited when I saw that. When I did a little research, I guess it's not as rare as I thought. I'll still sell it for $12, but apparently Stephen Covey must have signed a bunch of those. Here's some general science books. I thought Mr. Wizard was pretty cool. Got some philosophy books, critical thinking. This is fun. Sam Snead on the Education of a Golfer, 1962. He was a golfing superstar in his day. A couple other fun titles. This is really cool. This was a large set. There's 46 books here. This is called Harvard Classics, the 5-Foot Shelf of Books. Now, there's several different editions of this. There was one came out in 1938, 1951, 1963. This happens to be the 1909 edition. And the complete set actually is 51 books. So I don't have the complete set here. So I've got 2 options. I can either go on eBay, 8 Books, Alibris, wherever, and try to find the missing editions that I have, or I may just sell it as an incomplete set. Either way, I don't think I'm going to lose, because there's a recent sold on eBay of a 46-volume set, which is exactly what I've got here, of the same publication year that sold for $170. So I am a happy man. Those are the books that I got. This is the result of a couple days of scanning at this library, and my total buy cost was $28. So I don't think I did too bad. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think, and tell me what you guys are finding in your sourcing.